Over the last year, we put 557 machines on our YouTube channel, tested, timed, and costed. Now the spreadsheets are closed and the ROI winners are in. We cut through the specs to focus on practical performance and value. In this video, I'll show you the dark horses, the category champs, and the one machine that pays itself off shockingly fast. Let's start at number 15 and climb to the top. If you've ever received a package sealed with tape bearing a brand name, someone made money off of that. This kind of tape isn't produced in massive factory batches. It's printed in small runs for specific clients. Online stores, bakeries, small manufacturers, they don't need pallets of packaging. They need 20, 30 rolls a month with their logo, and they're willing to pay more for it than for plain tape. You get where we're going with this. This machine prints a single color logo directly onto tape rolls. The setup is simple, ink is cheap, and the tape is available everywhere. You just take orders, get the design file, run the batch, and ship. Next up, number 14. Most workshops print on paper, fabric, maybe wood, but printing on glass, that's rare. And that's exactly why it's interesting. This kind of print doesn't fade, doesn't peel, and doesn't look like a sticker. It becomes part of the glass, applied with ink and instantly cured by light. Decorative shower panels, pattern inserts, glass photo art, every order is different. This isn't mass production, it's closer to a studio format. And that's the strength. You're not competing with the factory. You're offering something that can't be found on a shelf. And yes, this market isn't overcrowded. In most cities, people don't even know this is possible. Coming in at number 13. A plain mug becomes a limited edition gift. A plastic card turns into an art piece. A t-shirt becomes wearable merch. All it takes is a compact sublimation printer and a heat press. Setup costs around $650 to $1,000, which can pay off after selling just 300 mugs, typically within 1-2 months. Here's how it works. Print a bold design onto transfer paper. Place it on the mug, card, or shirt, and clamp it in the press. At 400°F for 40 seconds, the ink fuses into the material waterproof, UV resistant. Remove the paper, let it cool, and it's ready to sell. Number 12 on our list. Walk into any supermarket and you'll see thousands of little packets. Coffee, spices, protein powder, detergent, vanilla sugar. All of them were packaged on machines like this, the powder packing machine. It measures the dose, forms the pouch, fills it, seals it, and it's ready for sale. You can use it for both food grade and industrial powders. The key is choosing the right packaging film and keeping things clean. The real advantage is flexibility. Today you're packing spices for online orders. Tomorrow it's detergent for a local store. Just swap the film and adjust the settings, the machine handles the rest. Here's number 11. Small brands almost always face one problem: packaging. Print shops ask for a minimum of 10,000 units. Factories won't touch small runs. And if your product is shaped oddly, candles, cosmetics, electronics, that makes it even harder. Vacuum forming solves this. It heats a sheet of plastic, then pulls it over a mold. Material is cheap and comes in sheets. And while we're showing a larger model, there are compact versions for desktop production or small batch work. For example, a small run of 500 cosmetic trays might require less than $50 worth of plastic and just half a day of work, yet can be sold for $350 to $400. And since everything is made directly in your workshop, there's no need for a warehouse or any intermediaries. To find clients for this kind of service, you can look at small brands on Etsy, browse niche Facebook groups, or search Instagram using hashtags like handmade business or small batch. Number 10. You've probably noticed that caps with embroidered logos, t-shirts with stitched slogans, and even jackets with unique designs are priced far higher than their plain counterparts. And the price difference is usually way beyond the cost of thread and fabric. The reason? Personalization. An embroidery machine that works on caps, tees, hoodies, and more costs anywhere from $2,500 to $8,000, depending on how many needles and how large the workspace is. The cost to make one embroidery design? Typically 20 to 40 cents, but the resale value? $3 to $10 markup per item, often more. At number 9. Printing is easy. Turning pages into a real product is the trick. Glue goes along the spine, the cover folds around, and in seconds, you've got a finished notebook. That's hot glue binding, the same method used in publishing, but scaled down. You don't need 5,000 copies. You can make 10 or 100, each with its own design or logo. What can you sell? Seasonal planners, branded notebooks, workbooks for online courses, or custom journals for Etsy. Production cost? $2–3. Retail? Starts around $15. And polished, high-end ones go for $30 or more. Next, number 8. One preform, one press of the pedal, and within seconds, you're holding a hot, freshly molded bottle of the right size. It doesn't take much space, and the beverage, household chemical, and cosmetics markets are all waiting for your packaging. Craft soda brands and sauce makers regularly order batches of 5,000 to 10,000 units, orders too small for large factories, but perfect for you. Number 7. It's unusual but very profitable, printing on ribbons. Florists, wedding planners, gift shops, they all order personalized ribbons with names, dates, greetings, or logos. This machine lets you print them yourself. Feed in the ribbon roll, insert thermal film, and start printing. It's simple. Material cost is just a few cents per foot, and you can sell it for $1 to $3 per foot. Best of all, every order is custom, with unique text you can print in seconds. At number 6. You've probably seen standard 3D printers spitting out brittle little plastic figures. This one is built differently. It prints with TPU and EVA flexible thermoplastics used in sneaker soles and shockproof phone bumpers. Here's how it works. Load your model, and the printer lays down layer after layer of polyurethane until you've got a part that bends into a loop and snaps back into shape. Flexible plastic opens up dozens of niche products. Soft elbow pads for CrossFit, mesh shock absorbers for heavy equipment, squishy soap molds, even cosplay-ready rubber masks. Halfway there, number 5. Here's a fascinating upgrade to a regular food dehydrator. Instead of heat, it uses freezing and vacuum. Food is chilled to -40°F, then moisture skips the liquid stage entirely, going straight from ice to vapor. That's freeze drying. Regular dehydrators give you chewy snacks. This gives you something totally new, especially for candy. Freeze-dried candy is a huge trend right now. Skittles, marshmallows, caramels, all turned into light, crunchy, melt-in-your-mouth treats. TikTok clips of them rack up millions of views. Packs sell on Etsy for $2 to $3 per ounce. Freeze-dried foods also go into travel kits, snack boxes, and even coffee shop offerings. What once lasted days now lasts months and sells for more. Number 4. Some machines feel like a gateway to micro-manufacturing. This UV printer is one of them. Think of it as a personal customization factory. It prints full-color images directly onto hard surfaces like phone cases, wood, metal, glass, acrylic, leather, plastic. All become canvases. The ink is UV cured, solidifying instantly under the light without smudging. That means it can print on heat-sensitive materials with razor-sharp detail. Even better, it can print in layers. A few extra passes, and the surface gains a light 3D texture. Now, it's not just a souvenir, it's a wow product. In third place, wood furniture today doesn't mean solid wood or traditional finishes. Most modern panels and fronts are MDF or plywood with decorative film. Glossy, matte, wood grain, leather-like, dozens of finishes. A vacuum membrane press heats the film and presses it onto the board using heat and suction. It conforms to the surface. No bubbles, no creases. All you need is the right mold, material, and temperature. How to profit? Custom low-volume panel production. Work with interior designers for tailored jobs. Offer post-processing services on third-party blanks. Works even in a garage shop, if you've got demand and some imagination. Runner-up, number 2. Flexible aluminum ducts are used everywhere. Apartment ventilation, restaurant exhausts, air circulation in workshops, they're bought in hundreds of meters for every building, in every city. And with this equipment, you can produce them yourself. The machine takes plain aluminum tape, coils it into a spiral, locks it, and delivers a finished tube. On average, 1 meter sells for $1 to $3. The cost to make it? Much lower. especially when you buy tape in bulk. One roll equals dozens, sometimes hundreds of meters of finished product. And finally, number 1. At first glance, these kinds of complex shapes might look like something only big jewelry manufacturers can pull off, but it's actually much simpler. You can make pieces like this right on a tabletop if you've got a vacuum casting machine. It all starts with a wax model, large and detailed, built by hand or 3D printed. You pour plaster around it and heat the mold. The wax melts out, leaving a cavity inside. The machine melts metal, gold, silver, brass, copper, and uses vacuum pressure to pull it into the empty mold. Once cooled, you get that finished dimensional casting ready for polishing.